Hello, I'm Jimbo Hefferman of Nirvana Consulting, and welcome to one in a series of video shorts on Second Life. In this session, we're covering the basics of Second Life. So we'll be looking at the logon screen, covering some of the jargon, and going through what you can expect when you first log on to Second Life, including how to move around the world with your avatar. Okay, are you ready? Let's go. You're looking at the Second Life logon screen, also known as the welcome page. This is the first screen you see once you have downloaded and installed the Second Life software to your computer. I'm assuming for this demonstration that you have already created an account, chosen a name for your avatar, and have this information to hand, together with your password. At the top right hand of the screen is the latest info on the Second Life virtual world. What does grid status mean, I hear you ask? Well, Linden Labs, the creators of Second Life, occasionally shut down all the Second Life systems for maintenance and upgrades. The grid is another name for the computer network that runs Second Life. So if the grid is down, you can't access Second Life at all. It's currently green and showing online, meaning the grid is up and running normally. If it's not, the word offline appears in red and you won't be able to log on or get access at all. Next, and directly under this, is the time in Second Life, which because of its location in California, runs on Pacific Standard Time, abbreviated as PST. This is usually 8 hours behind Greenwich Mean Time. Most in-world activities use this as a standard time when organising events. Next, a quick stat on the total number of residents that have logged in during the last 60 days, and under this is the current number of avatars actually logged in. As of November 2007, I can tell you that almost 11 million avatars have been created since Second Life started in 2003. Some impressive growth then, from nothing to just shy of 11 million in 4 years. Some explanation of the terms I've used would probably be useful here. The term avatar refers to your 3D representation in the virtual world. According to Wikipedia, the word avatar actually comes from Hindu philosophy, where avatar most commonly refers to the incarnation of a higher being or the supreme being onto planet Earth. Resident refers to somebody who has not just created an account and logged in once, never to return, but who's used their avatar on a number of locations. Below this, in the Want to Know More About Second Life box, are some links to the Linden Lab websites, which offer help and support on a range of subjects. The most important area of this screen, however, is at the bottom, as it's here where we find the most recent announcements and the logon area itself. I highly recommend keeping an eye on the announcements area. They do change frequently and list any potential issues affecting logon, as well as listing forthcoming major in-world events. You will have automatically got the latest version of the software when you first downloaded it. It is updated from time to time, and when a new version is available, you will have the option to download and install the upgrade from this screen, which once again is recommended. The next major release will probably include the eagerly expected Windlight, which is the subject of a separate video short. You might notice that the logon screen refreshes on a regular basis as it updates the latest stats and grid status. So moving on to the logon area itself. I've created an avatar for this demonstration using the Nirvana Consulting Second Life registration system, which we highlighted in a previous video short. The first time you log on to Second Life, you go through a number of screens that don't appear subsequently, and as this avatar has never logged in before, you will be able to see the one-off information screens that appear. Your next login is, however, significantly quicker. So simply type in your avatar's first and last names in the text boxes. Followed by the password. I'm using the tab key to move on to the next box here. Click Remember Password if you are the only person using the computer you're on. Otherwise, for security reasons, leave it unticked. When that's all done, click Connect to continue into the virtual world. If this is the first time you have logged into the system with this account, you'll need to agree to the terms and conditions and community standards for using Second Life. If this is the first time you have run Second Life on this computer, or if you've recently upgraded the software, you will also be asked to choose some preferences on how to use voice to communicate. It's okay to simply accept the defaults here, as you can change them in preferences later on, which is what I'm doing now. Before your avatar appears in world, you'll need to decide what gender it needs to appear as. Like everything in Second Life, this can also be changed later on if you have a change of mind or a change of heart. As you can see in this demo, I've chosen a female avatar, which as she starts to res, appears with a lovely purple top on and blue jeans, so that's great. Use the left arrow key to move left, that just literally spins you around where you are. Use the alternative, the right, to spin right, very simple. And when you're lined up with where you want to be, just move the up arrow to move forward and the down arrow to move backward. Voila! So that's the basics of logging on covered. We'll be looking at more detail and getting to grips with your avatar in the next video short. I'm sure it took me a lot longer to tell you about it than actually doing it, but I hope you found this video short useful. Please check out the others, and I'd love to know if you feel there are any topics we should be covering. For now, goodbye, and I hope you have fun exploring your Second Life.